Today you're going to be hearing an advice from an old lady, a 27 years old lady who will be teaching you how to be demure. So the topic on the table that I have prepared today is not blaming. Like, for those who are used to blame other people, always blaming other people. Whenever something bad happens, whenever everything turns to not be nice, you blame other people instead of taking action and changing the thing or working on the thing or trying to figure out what is going wrong. You blame other people. And when this is something that you always do, then you get used to it, right? You get addicted to it. You get addicted to blaming people. You always find a person to blame. Then what does this make you? It makes you feel like you're a failure because people around you are the one who always makes you fail. But you don't see it for yourself. You don't see like, I am a failure, I have to change it. So you always think like, I'm a failure because A or Z made me fail. So you don't do nothing. You don't do nothing because you think the other person has to do something. This then leads to more failure. Failure in relationship, failure in school maybe, failure in so many aspects in life. So what should you do? You have to, I think, at this point when you realize that I always blame someone, you probably already heard from 2 or 3 or 4 people telling you like, you always blame me for, you always blame. So you know you're a person who blames people. Even if you try to close eyes and ears and say, no, it really happened because of them, you are still that person who blame other people. I am not a psychologist. I don't have a degree in psychology, but I think that everything starts here. Everything starts in your head. If you take it and say, I am the reason for this, then you automatically, like in your head, find a ways to fix this thing. Like you automatically just find a way to fix it, because we always want to be in charge most of the time. And when you find that you have a problem, you did something bad, right? You want to fix it. You want to be seen like you did a great job. So the ego, we have ego inside that always wants us to be seen as the best people, most of us. So if you realize that you are the reason for something to happen and stop blaming others, then you you will automatically be in that position where you want to find or to fix things. You want to step there and do and change things. um, Many people actually, I have noticed that many people blame the environment, blame something, like maybe blame their partners or the environment where they are in, that they're making them not to be happy, not to financially grow, not to do something, and they end up not doing nothing in the end. This is the thing that makes me think like, really, someone, if you are a person who really blame others, you really need to fix this, because you will not do nothing. You will always blame others and expect that other people fix things for you. At a certain age, you will maybe not not be with anyone because everyone is tired of you, and you will just be laying there thinking like, everyone is bad, but it's you who have been bad to yourself. So just get out there, do something. If maybe you had a group project in your class and you left, maybe there is a part where the friend didn't do it well or correctly, redo it. You're not going to lose anything. You're just going to get it, like you're just going to get more experiences in dealing with people. You're going to get more self-confidence in being a supervisor, somehow supervising your friends and stuff like that. And if it's something that is affecting you, you shouldn't close your eyes on it. If you think that where you are, you're not maybe happy with where you are, maybe you're in a place where you cannot do business physically, like you cannot go out and do business, find something online, find the same business online, learn new stuff, do new things. There are plenty of things there that you can look, like you can go out there and there's so many opportunities. Just find that exact opportunity that will make you happy. So the focus here is not blaming others. I think the focus should be in what makes you happy. I'm not very sure if when there are people who are happy to just blame others for no reason, right? Unless you're trolling. But if you're not a troll and you really maybe get frustrated by others not doing things perfectly or others doing things not the way you want to, right? Go out there, do it yourself. Find ways to always fix things, and just be your own boss, be your own supervise yourself, do things. Don't expect that people are going to do things for you. In my other video, I was talking about how people do not really care. Like, nobody cares if you don't stand up for yourself. You have to stand up for yourself and build that confidence of fixing the things that are really affecting you. You cannot let someone just decide your fate or just decide how your day is going to turn out. Like, don't blame someone. Like, hey, I was in a good mood, but now they changed my mood. No, it's you. You're the one who is in control of your life. You're the one who can say, I want to have a bad mood or to have a good mood. Yes, we have mood swings. Sometimes you have a bad mood. Maybe someone says something bad, but it's you in your head. As I said, it starts here in your head to just interpret things in the way that makes you happy. Just protect your peace at all costs. I always like to say like protect your peace, because your peace is everything. Peace and happiness and everything, like these, there are things that contribute to your well-being. As soon as you start blaming others and thinking that others are not good, your mental health, your ability to think and everything is going to be diminished. It's just going to be gone. So if you want to know how to, if you want to be able to solve problems, you want to be able to be your own supervisor in your own self and have that peace of mind, always take control of your life. Don't let someone, a person beside you, decide your fate. For those who are moms, I'm a new mom, so I know this, that sometimes I just blame on the fact that I now have a kid, that I cannot do things, that I cannot manage things. And yeah, I just think like, if I didn't have a kid, I would just do this fine. You are thinking or recalling to the time that I am thinking or recalling to the time that I did not have a kid, and I was doing my stuff. For example, I want to go to maybe a concert, and I would say like, I wish when I didn't have kid, I could go. If I didn't have a kid, I could just go to this concert. But you're recalling to what you know. You do not know. This is a new experience now that you are experiencing. You know, like, you shouldn't let your child not make you doing something, like, or your partner or something. Like, you shouldn't let them be the reason why you're not doing something. Always be the reason why you're not doing or doing something. You, not someone else. So you could try this new experience that you're going to be having. Try. Find the headphones for the baby. There are these headphones that are soundproof. Find a baby-friendly environment where the child can also sleep and feel safe, and go to that concert. Book your flight ticket if it's in Spain or whatsoever. Just go and just have fun, enjoy an experience, and have a new experience. It's probably just going to be the same as when you were alone, like you were without a baby. Probably it's just going to be the same. Maybe what is different is the fact that maybe you're not alone, you are with the baby, and you have to think of the other person. But maybe before you would have to think of your friends, like, what time are they arriving? We have to go and stuff like that. But now you are in a different situation. Let's learn to embrace our changes in life and what life brings to us, and not just blame everything. Like, not everything is supposed to be blamed towards. Sometimes we are the limit. We are the one limiting ourselves to happiness. We're limiting ourselves to like everything that is nice out there. Remember that life is so short, and the more you grow old, the more you grow older or mature, the more you don't have enough time, for example, enough energy to do things. As soon as you notice that you are already feeling like your backbone is paining, your joints are paining, this is like the point where you really like have to protect your peace at all costs, because you are like the clock is running. Like, you are getting old. Of course, like, you cannot party anymore. You cannot survive a day without coffee. You cannot do some stuff like you used to do. So anything that comes to your mind, if it's a perfect thing to do, just do it. Just go out there, just do it, try it, experience it. You're not going to be bonded to one experience, right? You can change the experience. For example, as the example of the concert, if this time that you experienced this concert with your kid was very bad because maybe she was crying a lot, just wait 1 year and maybe leave the kid 1 day or 2 days with the grandma and go to the concert. Like, there is no, like, you have no one to answer to, just yourself. Like, but yourself, you have no one to answer to but yourself. So just go out there, do your thing, stop blaming. If you want to be a lawyer, you are 30, it's just 5 years, I think, to be a lawyer. Maybe 5 years, then you can have your I don't know about being a lawyer, but probably 5 years. Or you want to be a doctor, 5-6 years, you can be a doctor. Try it, do it. You still have time, you can do it. Like, I'm actually not a person who really like to blame other people, because I don't like other people blaming on me, and I hate to be in that position where I blame other people, because I don't like to blame people. And what I learned through my life is that people do what they want to do. For example, in university or in schools, when you have maybe a group assignment, Someone would bring on the table what they want to bring. So you cannot force someone. You can never force someone. This is what I've learned from. I've also been in boarding schools and everything, and I have a lot of experiences in living with people of different kind, and I can say a lot about people because I had this experience in my boarding school. And it's more like people always bring what they want to bring on the table. You cannot blame someone, and you are always in control of your life. No one else is. I know I have been having some problem with communicating because I'm not that person who talks a lot with people. So socializing, if it's called socializing. So I'm not that kind of person, but I have had issues with communication, and this somehow helped me to really know what I had to do for myself. Because I always want to protect my peace. I don't want to talk too much and shout at someone. I don't want to be shouted at. I don't want to have these scenarios that are like not demure. So to be demure, you have to stand up and do your things and make sure that the undemure stuff are not happening to you. So just go out there, protect your peace, do your own thing. Do not wait for someone to care for you. If you want to care for yourself or you want someone to care for you, ask them, hey, this is this and I would like you to do this. This would make me happy. And if they don't do it, do not blame them because you are not their mom. You're not forced them. Even if they're parents, you cannot force someone. It's a free-standing individual. We're all free-standing individuals. You cannot force someone to do something that is for you. You shouldn't do that. It's not very demure. So oh, this demure is crazy. But yeah, that's it. If you want to be your better self, you should consider not like you should consider stopping. Like you should consider to like stop the blaming part because it's always going to be bad. Someone treats you or things happen the way they are because they are the way they are. So blaming doesn't change anything. It just makes everything worse in your perspective, in your point of view. Like you are going to be the one hurting and not the other person. They decided what they did or they did what they did because that's the way it is. Things turned out the way they are because that's the way they are, you know. Like I have had scenarios where I have to travel and I book a ticket and I just arrive at the counter, at the check-in counter, and they tell me, madam, you cannot travel. What can you do? Do you have to shout and blame them? No, it's not very demure. Because when they stop you or they don't do something or they tell you, madam, you cannot travel, it's because you cannot. It's because you did something wrong. It's you who did something wrong, not them. They're in fact just there to follow the rule. They meet there a lot of people, for example. This is just an example because it's a real example. Like it happened to me. So they're there as workers. They just want to get paid and just go home. Everyone is just trying to live the system, like to be in the system, to survive the system. So they just want to be there and go home. So they're just checking what to do. They're just doing what they're told to do. So you should also do what you're told to do. You should also check things for yourself. You should also stand by yourself. It was your problem. Always think, it is my problem now. I have to fix it because you are alone. By the way, you came in this world alone. Even if you're twins, you came in different minutes. You didn't all pop out from the vajayjay. One came and then after some hours or minutes, the other one came. So that's the way it is. That's the way it should be. You have to stand for yourself and protect your peace. Do not blame because this is going to disturb your peace. Yeah. So I do not blame you if you do not subscribe to this video. But I would be very grateful if you subscribe because I really need the subscribers, guys. Until now, this is my 8th video and no one has subscribed. I will tell you a little bit about my goal. My goal is to have 1,000 subscribers and be monetized around 365 days, which it's a year. So I'm looking forward to be monetized within a year or less. It would be nice if I am also monetized less than my goal, but a reasonable goal would be to be monetized within a year and start earning from YouTube within a year. So I'll be putting out content every day. Actually every day in the morning I record videos, but yeah, if it's not possible in the morning, I record in the evening, so I have enough time in between to cut and post. So yeah, that's the way it is. Subscribe to my channel if you liked my content, and see you in the next video. Yeah. Remember, be demure. And blaming is not very demure. Ciao.